What's up, my friends? Tim Credeur here. People call me all kind of stupid names. I don't know why. I don't give a damn why. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about a very common thing I see as a major mistake that a lot of young MMA hopefuls or people wanting to get into mixed martial arts. Huge mistake people make. It's gigantic. It's a sickness. It's going to make you irrelevant. It is going to rob you of the success that you want to have in MMA. It is going to blindside you at some point in your young MMA career and get you humiliated and embarrassed in front of a lot of people. Now, the reason I can speak about this is because I've seen both sides of the argument, and I know from experience, from my experiences, and from the experiences I've seen from a lot of other MMA coaches and MMA athletes, fighters I've trained. The biggest mistake I see a lot of MMA hopefuls make is they do not focus early in their career on first becoming good competitors. So what I mean by becoming a good competitor, and please excuse me, I am driving. I'm driving to the airport in Baton Rouge. I'm flying out to New York City. Going to New York City for 3 or 4 days to learn from a bunch of people smarter than me on how to run my business better. But let me cover something about this mistake. A lot of people get into MMA because they're under the impression that they're going to be a brilliant knockout artist. They're going to do stand-up like Anderson Silva and their other favorite stand-up fighters. And because of 80% of what you see in professional UFC level MMA is striking, the impression is that's really what I need to focus most on. And the truth is the exact opposite. You must focus on grappling. And so when I say that, people say, well, Tim, that's because you teach grappling, and I teach striking, grappling, MMA. And it's not because I care if you do it or not. It's up to you. It's your career. As a coach, I know I don't make really any financial gain from being a coach of UFC athletes. No UFC coaches really do. Only maybe the upper echelon. But you're the one that's going to suffer. So this is not a financially motivated explanation. This is the reality. And let me explain why. When you focus on grappling first, and I don't care what kind of grappling. If you want to focus on wrestling, great. It's got its strength and it's got its weaknesses. If you want to focus on Jiu-Jitsu, great. It's got its strength and it's got its weaknesses. Sambo, whatever, it doesn't matter to me. There's a lot of Russians coming to the UFC now, focus heavy on Sambo. The reason why you should focus so heavily on grappling early in your career is because it helps you become a competitor. A serious competitor. It doesn't matter about how many tournaments or matches you win or lose, or it doesn't really matter about that part. What matters is you learn how to prepare for an event. You prepare for a tournament. You do a training cycle. You get ready. You go into the tournament. You feel like you're going to crap on yourself. All your training partners are watching. Your parents are there and friends and asking you all these stupid questions. And you're so freaked out. You're so nervous. You feel like you're going to have a nervous breakdown and shit your pants. Your coaches are there. They're staring at you. You're worried you're going to let them down. All your teammates are there. There's some guys over there and they're training and they look like they're better than you. And you're competing against them. And you've got to learn how to thrive in that environment. You got to learn how to cut the weight, how to eat right for 9 weeks, 8 weeks, however long, show up on tournament day, get all your stuff done, be a boss, get on the mat, listen to your coaches, not care about nobody else, what nobody else is talking about, and go out there and compete and learn to be the damn winner. That's it. You learn how to win. You learn how to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. You learn how to lose, how to struggle, how to face adversity, how to get humiliated in front of people, how to get submitted in 10 seconds, how to really, really, really understand what being a combat athlete is. And when you do that in grappling, here's the secret, my good friends. You don't get your face broken learning. Your face and your hands and your head stay intact. There's a reason why the entire UFC is littered with grappling champions, grapplers, wrestlers, jiu-jitsu black belts, Russian grapplers, sambo artists. There's a reason why. It's not because grappling dominates everything or you have to be a grappler, none of that. It's because they've learned how to be a competitor who has no one to fall back on but themselves. They've learned how to go out there and fight for victory and accept frustrations and adversity and difficulties in the match and fight back and come back and dominate. That is what grappling teaches you. Grappling builds character. It builds adversity. It builds your ability to withstand the struggle, the hardships, the frustrations. Because trust me, a striking practice, unless you're really hard sparring, it's not that hard. It's more of a cardiovascular thing. But if you go to a hard wrestling practice or a hard jiu-jitsu practice, your whole body hurts. And if you do that 4 or 5 days a week for 10 or 12 weeks, you are preparing for warfare, for battle. If you got a good coach who's coaching you the right way, you ought to be in there preparing for a death battle on a regular basis, every 2 to 3 days, having 10 6-minute matches, 7 8-minute matches, grinding to learn how to deal with adversity, struggle, frustration, difficulty, defeat, get tapped, get aggravated, go back to the drawing board, write a notebook, keep a journal, make mistakes, fix the mistakes, solve the problems. This teaches you how to be an independent athlete. This teaches you how to be an independent thinker. This process teaches you to be a damn monster. Because if you can do this on the grappling mat, trust me, when we change the rules a little bit and you can start punching and kicking, so damn what? I'm still a monster. I still got that grit. I still got that drive. I still got that determination. I'm still ready for warfare. Just because you change my rules a little bit don't mean I can't get in here and go to battle with whoever, whenever. And when you don't got that time tested, if you don't got that been through the struggle, got training partners who grinded me out, got training partners who beat me up the other day, I got mounted 43 times in practice. If you don't got those experiences to draw on, look back on, remember, if you don't see those struggles on your face, if your body is not apparent that you have been through the fire, when it comes time to be a warrior, you will be found lacking. You will be found incapable. You will not have to do what is necessary to win. Grappling training builds better humans. We know that. We know that. That happens a lot. Because look at high school and college wrestlers and look at the statistics of what kind of men they become. Look at what jiu-jitsu does for people. Look at it. Look at the statistics. Unfortunately, and I'm a boxer, I love boxing, but boxing does not do that. Neither does Muay Thai, I'm sorry to say. Grappling forces you to face real demons, real weakness, face your ego, fight through the obstacles, struggle through the battles, get through the hardships. Over time, competing for 3, 5, 6, 8, 10 years, it tempers you into another type of man, woman, athlete. It turns you into something more capable of yourself. You're capable of empowering a greater level of your potential when you have been through this fire. And it takes a long, long time. We don't see boxers come to MMA and do very well. We don't see a lot of kickboxers, you know. We have some guys who are coming MMA now from traditional martial arts, and they're going straight into Jiu-Jitsu and wrestling schools because they need that fire. Trust me when I tell you, young boxers, young fighters, young MMA athletes, it would do you good to shelf your gloves for a while. Put on a gi, no gi, a singlet. Enroll yourself in some grappling tournaments. Do not care about the winning and the losing. Don't get me wrong. Go out there to battle every single time. Go to battle, win, fight to win. But if you lose, do not hang your head. Do not let it hurt your heart, because it is all about pulling you to a greater level. And every difficulty, every loss, every adversity, every struggle is going to build you into something more capable, something more powerful. At my school, we use our MMA 101 curriculum and our Muay Thai curriculum to trick people and divert them into eventually doing grappling. Not because I want them to do what I want them to do, but because I know it is what is best for you. Trust me when I say it. Get on the mat, start grappling, find your fire, face some adversity, embrace the struggle, embrace the grind, suffer, enjoy the suffering. It's where real growth lies. Stop running from the truth. Get in some tournaments and be a real boss. Go fight for victory and build yourself into something better. Otherwise, shut up and quit talking about it.